For those in need of an escape, Dungeons & Dragons, a fantasy tabletop role-playing game, has given its players the ability to write their own stories since it was first published in 1974. Its creators, Ernest Gary Gygax and David Arneson, are recognized as having been among the founders of the role-playing game industry, which in 2021 was a more than $18 billion industry across all platforms. Their game, commonly referred to as D&D, has continued to entertain since players rolled their first dice in the 70s. What brought D&D its initial success was its divergence from traditional war gaming, which typically allowed for a few players to engage only in realistic simulations of armed conflict. With the introduction of D&D, old-school gamers had the opportunity to create their own characters and storylines, with the added bonus of playing in a medieval fantasy world. Players are required to choose a race for their characters, a class, and a set of skills, and they apportion a small number of points to different attributes to determine how effective a character is in performing various actions. However, the key to playing a successful and exciting D&D adventure is picking a good dungeon master who assumes the role of the storyteller. The Dungeon Master can either create adventures and campaigns, or choose to follow a pre-made adventure published anytime in D&D's history. While D&D has certainly become a fun hobby and pastime for millions of players around the world, the game has also become an important source for community building. With the rise in popularity of live streaming services like Twitch, and the general difficulty of maintaining face-to-face contact in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, in 2020, many gamers turned to online gaming communities, like those dedicated to Dungeons & Dragons. Can you see yourself joining in on the adventure?